There is unimaginable amounts of real grassroots energy. It is not an accident. I cannot believe it. Like, oh man, what if the Zohran wing of the Democratic Party make the Democrats too popular? It's like, bitch, the Democratic Party's popularity is worse than the Republicans right now. They're at 20%. So we're obviously going to watch the Trump 60 Minutes conversation. But before we do that, Hakeem Jeffries, the sexual panther himself, the sex panther himself, was on Jake Tapper on State of the Union. And he was asked some questions about Zohran Mamdani and whether he represents the future of the Democratic Party. And the reason why I'm saying, like, I'm just going to give you a trigger warning because, like, you rarely ever see two DILFs in the same room like this. So the aura is palpable. I know it is going to make a lot of you nut instantly. So I'm just issuing a warning ahead of time. I do not want you to nut. I need you to lock in and be serious. It's going to be difficult, and I understand it, but the sex god, Hakeem the sex god Jeffries, it's No Nut November. I know it's going to be difficult. I'm just letting you guys know ahead of time. Let's take a look.
Elections coming up in just 2 days. Governor's race in Virginia, governor's race in New Jersey, and then the mayor of the city in which you live, New York, New York. You've already cast your ballot for mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani. Do you see Mamdani as the future of the Democratic Party?
No, I think the future of the Democratic Party is going to fall, as far as we're concerned, relative to the House Democratic Caucus and members who are doing a great work all across the country as it relates to our need to both take back control of the House, but in doing so, make sure that we're communicating to the American people like, we understand you deserve better than the country that you have received. Donald Trump and Republicans have gone way too far.
Like, he could have still done the... It's so funny. He is such a AIPAC stooge that he took his sweet ass time to endorse Zohran, and he cannot get himself to say that Zohran's politics are a force for good, because if all of his donors are going to yell at him, right? And it's hilarious. Like, there is a better way to message here without like a full-throated endorsement. You could have literally said, Zohran Mamdani is running on an affordability candidacy. He's running on an affordability campaign, which was a promise that Donald Trump had made that he never actually followed through on. And so, yes, in that sense, of course, all of the Democrats are going to do right by working class Americans that are working tirelessly to make ends meet. That's all you got to say. You can even go so far as to tie it back to the actions of the Democratic Party in Congress right now. Much hay has been made about the government shutdown and why the Democrats are doing this. The reason for why we're doing this is because we want to save both Democratic voters and Republican voters from the treacherous grip of the Republican Party that cast aside regular American workers every day at the interests of corporate investments. Okay? One of the issues of that keeps coming up in the affordability crisis is the unaffordable nature of healthcare in this country. And the reason why right, I'm Hakeem Jeffries, the Panther. The reason why we are trying to get Donald Trump to the table here is to save tens of millions of Americans from having their insurance premiums go up by 300%, 400%. The idea that the Republicans are refusing to bargain with this and instead dangling the starvation of 42 million Americans, 16 million children, is alarming. It is mind-boggling. I've never experienced an administration that refuses to take care of its own voters and its own citizens in general. Okay? That right there is the way he should be communicating this. Hakeem Jeffries, on the other hand, unfortunately, is one of the worst spokespeople I've ever encountered. It's actually psychotic. how bad he is. And yes, we got Abigail Spanberger as well. Don't worry, we got that on the docket as well. I have that, and I have Zohran's response to Hakeem Jeffries too.
And have failed to deliver anything meaningful for the American people. And as Democrats, we're going to focus on lowering the high cost.
Yeah, look, whatever you think of Mamdani, this is a terrible answer. It's true. It's just such a stupid, wishy-washy, middle-of-the-road answer when it's unnecessary to take this. It's unnecessary to take this approach. He is very clearly a popular force, and he is the D on the Democratic ticket running for New York mayor. It blows my mind.
The living, on fixing our broken healthcare system that Republicans continue to make worse with their toxic policies, and of course on cleaning up corruption in the Congress, in the courts, and within the administration, with Donald Trump running the largest pay-to-play scheme in the history of the country. So we're going to continue to affirmatively lean in on the issues that we know matter to the American people. I expect that we're going to see a big night on Tuesday in New Jersey and in Virginia, and certainly as it relates to Prop 50 in California, where we stop Trump
everywhere but New York. Bad night in New York. Everywhere else, great night for the Democrats. New York, don't bring it up. Bitch, you are a New York congressperson. What do you mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, is there like an APAC handler holding a gun to your head off the camera? Like, what the is this? Democrats that refuse to lean in to their more dynamic candidacies, to their more dynamic campaigns that have been able to secure not only the excitement of the base, but also the enthusiasm that with a broad sweeping economic agenda are literally going to lose over and over again. They are going to make the party lose. And as much as I shit on the Democrats, as much as I shit on the Democratic Party, I do not want the Republicans to win. Okay? Because I know what happens when the Republicans do win. I cover this stuff every day. Okay? I know that there are dumbass centrists out there, many of which have now openly at least genuflected to the Zomentum, if you will. Time, people who used to shit on Zohran Mamdani, people who used to say he's bad, they very quickly recognize what time it is, right? Some of which were because of his position on Israel, some of which was because they were scared of socialism, because they believed the electability argument. They believed that the centrist electability argument was intact, and that the affordability argument being presented by someone who is trying to implement modest social democracy in New York City was far too radical for New Yorkers to vote for. At least those guys recognized that they were wrong, and now they're on board. It's time for the Democratic representatives, the Democratic Party politicians, to also get on board. Okay? I don't understand it. I don't understand what this idiotic notion is.
The election, and then that'll lay a foundation for Democrats to take back control of the House in 2026.
Well, I mean, I asked you if Mamdani was the future of the party, and you didn't answer the question. You said the House Democrats are. I would note that at least a couple House Democrats from the New York area are not endorsing Mamdani. Your endorsement took a long time. Schumer still has not endorsed him. Are you concerned about Republicans using him as a lightning rod so as to hurt your ability to win back the House in 2026?
No, the lightning rod, in terms of what's going to impact the ability of either side to win control of the House or hold control of the House in 2026, is going to be the failure of Republicans to actually deliver on the promises that they've made and to actively make life worse for everyday Americans. The country knows that we're heading in the wrong direction. We see it repeatedly. The country knows that Republicans have refused to make health care affordable and are actively making it unaffordable, depriving working class Americans of their ability to see a doctor when they need one. And the country knows that Republican policies have been all...
Yeah, Jake Tapper's an op too, obviously. That's why he's like, whoa, do you think Zohran is going to hurt the Democrats, the National Democratic Party? Dude, wake up. Okay? Crack open the window. Look outside. There is unimaginable amounts of real grassroots energy. It is not an accident I cannot believe it. Like, oh man, what if the Zohran wing of the Democratic Party make the Democrats too popular? It's like, bitch, the Democratic Party's popularity is worse than the Republicans right now. They're at 20%. What are we talking about? They're in the gutter, and you got real grassroots energy trying to claw back some semblance of momentum, okay? Some semblance of momentum for the Democrats and for anyone that will oppose the Trump administration. And it's insane that there are still people who are like, nah, I'm holding out, actually. I don't want that. I don't want that. Let's take a look at the YouTube comments. This is on Forbes, so I don't think it's... Dude said a lot of nothing. He sounds more like Kamala every day, the Hakeem salad. How can they lower costs when they keep increasing spending? Tired of these bought politicians both in the Democrat and Republican parties. Aunt Nancy said it was my turn. I'm a long-time Democrat, and I will not vote for them again. Once again, I can't even answer a question. Such fools. This guy's full of bullshit. It's this kind of energy that they hate, though. Let's be real. They don't like that grassroots momentum in this direction threatens their power. Okay? It threatens the institutional vice grip that they have. And they hate that. That's the reason. That's the other reason why they can't simply lean into this shit. But Zohran had a really funny response to it.
Have a response.
Here, I mean, I guess we'll just watch. Holy shit, it's got 60K likes. CNN approached Zohran Mamdani in one of his campaign stops.
Hakeem Jeffries was asked this morning if you're the future of the Democratic Party.
Good to know.
Do you have a response?
No, I'm focused on the next 2 days.
Do you think you're the future of the Democratic Party?
I don't dare predict the future. That's why I'm out here canvassing to deal with my anxiety to get through the tape of the future of 9 p.m. on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's what the fuck his response was. Pretty perfect.
The need to run through the tape. Are you feeling confident? And are you feeling confident?
Here, this is like the rest of it. Hold
They're
on.
at
Let's
church.
see.
They're all New Yorkers who are struggling to afford this city. They deserve a mayor.
Here, we'll watch
The club
full
last
thing.
night, 6 of them in Bushwick, right? At church this morning, more church this morning, now the marathon.
Look, we've got 2 days left. We have to try and speak to every single New Yorker we can find, whether they're at the club, whether they're here at the marathon, whether they're at church. They're all New Yorkers who are struggling to afford this city. They deserve a mayor who sees them for what they are, which is the people that should be served by City Hall, not actually sacrificed by them in the pursuit of personal freedom from the Donald Trump administration.
You talked about the need to run through the tape. Are you feeling confident? And are you feeling confident that you can break that 50?
I am feeling confident, but I'm not feeling complacent. I can tell you that having run this marathon, the final miles are the most difficult ones, and I am thankfully in a better position than I was when I was running it in terms of this race. But we know that today it comes down to how many doors do we knock? How many calls do we make? How many people go out there and vote? And so, as incredible as this is, the best parts of the day so far have really been speaking to canvassers, because those are the people who are on the front lines of spreading our message that the most expensive city in America doesn't actually have to be this hard. It can actually be affordable.
Last question.
Yeah.
How will you try and unite the community, unite New Yorkers? This has been a somewhat divisive race. There's been divisive rhetoric.
Yeah, not on his end. The fuck has he done? No, actually, like, this is what's so frustrating about this conversation is, like, he doesn't talk about how he's gonna be only a mayor for, like, specific New Yorkers at all. As a matter of fact, he constantly says, I'm the mayor of all New Yorkers. I love New York. I live in New York. This is what I care about. I want to make the city more affordable for everyday New Yorkers so they don't have to leave the city. Okay? The only reason why Zohran is divisive is because he's Muslim. That's it. That's it. He's a Muslim dude who holds, remember, the majority opinion on Israel. And not just like the majority opinion for the Democratic Party, because he owns the overwhelming majority opinion on the Democratic Party side. He owns the overwhelming majority opinion on the independent side. And he owns the majority opinion on Israel in general, even amongst even when you factor in the Republicans. Okay? So what has he done that is even remotely divisive? Okay? What has he done that is even remotely divisive? What has he said that's even remotely divisive? Nothing, right? Not even a little bit. The only thing that could be considered divisive is that he's doing all this while being Muslim. Okay? That's it. That's it. Maybe he's divisive to the corporate interests and the corporate donors. the real estate lobbying groups and billionaires. He's divisive for those who want to maintain a stronghold of pro-Israel sentiment in New York City. But that's not the majority position at all. Just like the majority position isn't the rich should keep getting richer in this fucking city. The overwhelming majority, why does he change his accent depending on who he talks to? Lovely question. It's called code switching. It's something that people of color do. It's something that people who grew up in different countries do all the time. I hope this actually answers your question. It's just something that people do, okay? White people discover code switching. Yeah, I know. It's very, very sinister. Except Southern white people do it all the fucking time as well. For those of you who don't know, Southern white people do it all the time as well. They have a way thicker accent when they're amongst their own family members in the South that they switch off of when they're in the city. For decades, unquestioned pro-Israel stances among Democrats have been considered apolitical. In this context, even the mildest pushback, like declining to attend the Celebrate Israel parade, are beyond the pale. It's a universal value, but once again, something that is a universal value that many people themselves might have even contributed to, many people themselves might have even done, can be considered sinister when it's a visibly brown guy doing it, when it's a visibly Muslim guy doing it. That's it.
From some of the other candidates, how do you unite everyone if you win after Tuesday to make sure the city can come together?
I'm going to make it clear that I'm looking to lead the entirety of this city. All 8.5 million people who call it home. I don't care if they voted for me, Andrew Cuomo, Curtis Lee, or didn't vote at all. They're all New Yorkers. They deserve a mayor who's committed to the work of ensuring this is an affordable city. And I'm looking forward to continue to speak to every single New Yorker about how I can earn their trust through the work that we do, which will be to deliver an affordability agenda.
Hakeem Jeffries was asked this morning if you're the future of the Democratic Party. He said no.
Good to know.
Do you have a response?
No, I'm focused on the next 2 days.
Do you think you're the future of the Democratic Party?
I don't dare predict the future. That's why I'm out here canvassing to deal with my anxiety to get through the tape of the future of 9 p.m. on Tuesday.
How many Red Bulls so far?
None today. It's just adrenaline. But probably going to have one later. Thank you, guys.
Mr. Mamdani, welcome to the show.
I can't stand it, man. I can't stand what they're doing to this man. It is so fucked up. Obviously, I try not to add myself to or my own personal feelings on this shit when covering campaigns like this, but it's just like it's very hard not to, especially given the demographics here, given the background of Zohran Mamdani. But it's been really shitty to observe, you know? And people say, oh, like, look at him smiling all the time. It's like, you got to do that, man. You understand? You have to do that. Weaknesses, any sort of fucking weaknesses are highlighted. Any sort of blemish is turned into this, like, incredible thing. It's turned into this incredible force. It's so frustrating. I cannot believe he's been able to white knuckle through this entire thing. Brother, think about it this way. Like, it's obviously not, it's not a secret that a lot of the people that Zohran is close to, including his fucking family, including his wife, including his father, including his mother, have been hyper scrutinized in a way that you never see. In a way that you never, ever see in any other type of campaign. And he just has to sit there and white knuckle through it. And smile through it. Because if he were to turn around and be like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, you're bringing up my father's, academic pedigree into this conversation, or his or his actual teachings, like his actual work into this conversation. Like, what are you talking about? This is like insane. People would pounce on it. You just can't fight back. Because if you do, then the subject matter turns into, why is this angry socialist Muslim so angry? You know? Whatever happens tomorrow, never forget that this doggedly positive and hopeful campaign in every way, a fight for basic dignity and joyful celebration of democratic pluralism, was relentlessly denounced by political and media elites as something sinister, dangerous, and violent. It's so crazy.
Assalamu alaikum, milenge. Thank you.
When he's the mayor, it's going to get worse, though. I mean, it's a little bit different when you're in that position, I think. It will continue, but I think after a while, those attacks soften. In the New York Mag article, in which you nominated a youngish Democrat, came out this morning. Oh, yeah, the New York Intelligence article came out.
I vote for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I just tell my wife you're here.
Thank you. Please give this to her. Thank you so much. How you doing, brother? I'm happy to meet you. How you doing, brother? Love you too. Thank you. Thank you. Walaikum salam ji, kaise ho? Thank you ji. आप वोट किए हैं अब तक?
I'm 67. I retire. I cannot retire.
What are you going to do when you retire?
I'm going to work until we drop dead. Exactly.
You're going to work.
How you doing?
That's this man.
This is a signature hug.
He's a strong guy.
How you doing, brother? For South Asians growing up in New York City, taxis were one of the ways we would see ourselves as part of the fabric of the city. Thank you, brother. As much as taxis have been celebrated, as much as they've been woven into the most prominent examples of what it means to be a New Yorker, or the films and the books that we all love about the city, I watched, as did many New Yorkers, as driver after driver was trapped in debt peonage, and their struggles were simply overlooked by politicians. You know, it's time to also speak to New Yorkers for whom the workday starts at night. It's time to actually look to represent them.
I just wanted to say hi, but so many cameras.
It's all good.
What are you doing? It's good, man.
Thank you, brother.
God bless you.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Mr. Mandani, nice to see you. You're gonna be Ben. You're gonna be next mayor, Mr. Mandani, next mayor. Mr. Mandani. I love you. We miss you. We cannot wait you to win the next mayor.
I started at 8:30 and I quit at 8:30.
8:30 tonight? Yeah. How about
Yeah, 9:30 to like 10, sometimes
9:30 in the morning, 10 p.m. tonight?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I started like
very
9:30 to like midnight.
Soon.
Let's be.
If you vote. Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you. I love you too, brother. Nice to meet you.
Just excited to see you.
You guys taught me how to campaign.
Oh, yeah.
Now imagine if he had institutional backing from the start. Imagine if he had imagine if his background wasn't, called into question with regular frequency. Because this is a endlessly replicable campaign. Okay? You go out, you're from the community, you go out and you ask people what their issues are in the exact same way that Zohran did. You identify key signature policies that you will advance to make people's financial hardships less bad, okay? To solve some of these issues. And you just run on a platform that is focused on affordability, and you run on a platform that seeks to not undermine working class people, but instead to uplift them, okay? That's it. That's it. This is a replicable campaign. And especially with you're gonna have people of all different kinds of backgrounds that won't get insanely. That won't get fucking endless amounts of attacks saying like, well, this person is Muslim and therefore dangerous. This person is a socialist, therefore dangerous for the finance capital. This person is a Muslim. 9/11 happened in New York. Like, what a gross fucking line of attack, man. What an unimaginably gross line of attack. Like, think about it this way. With Graham Plattner, do you think that shit would work? Graham Plattner, like him, hate him, doesn't matter. You're skeptical of him, understandable, right? Graham Plattner has associated himself with Hassan Piker. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't even a little bit. He literally fucking went and did 3 tours of Machine Gunner. No, thank you for clapping that guy, mods. It wouldn't work with James Tallarico. It wouldn't work with anybody, right? It wouldn't work with anybody else. The only reason why it fucking works with Zohran, or doesn't even work with Zohran, but the only reason why it's even a fucking point of contention is because he's Muslim. That's it. They're trying to tie him to 9/11 they're trying to remind people like, 9/11 was done by Muslims and Zohran himself is Muslim. Very fucking annoying. And not because I'm in the spotlight in this way. I don't give a shit about that. I mean, I've said what I've said. I've done what I've done. My work speaks for itself.
So we were telling people, you know, we want to tell the stories of the New Yorkers who are often forgotten. How you doing, brother? Who work while everyone else gets to sleep.
That was my shift at the hunger strike.
Yeah.
Night shift.
Yeah, night shift. Without the night shift, there is no morning sometimes.
There's no New York City.
Yeah, I know. I hear you. Thank you, brother. I'll be there.
I gotta show you.
You are
Oh my God.
So cute. Yildiz and Noel.
Oh, that's...
Hillsborough.
A lot of people used to be New Yorkers that have been pushed to Jersey.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to work 7 days a week to be able to afford to live in this city.
If you didn't help us get this deal and bring the payments down.
Anyway, Prem also
Favorite Halloween
interviewed
costumes
Zohran.
you've seen this week?
This is a good interview.
I've seen some pretty...
Let's see.
Some favorite Halloween costumes you've seen this week?
I've seen some pretty funny mayoral costumes.
Yeah.
I saw a guy dress up as me when I made the rap song Naughty.
Young Cardamom?
Yes, Mr.
Yeah.
Cardamom.
Mr. Cardamom.
Please be respectful.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Hey everyone, Prem here with Zateo. We're reporting from H Mart in Long Island City, speaking with Zohran Mamdani as he canvasses voters in the final stretch of the New York City mayoral election.
We're here with Zateo News. Breaking news now.
How you feeling? 3 days left.
Feeling good. Yeah. Feeling very excited.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's always the anxiety and the nerves as you're getting close to the end of the election.
Yeah.
And the best way to deal with them is to canvass.
Right.
Truly, one of the best ways to deal with anxiety is just getting out there on the doors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, my man. Thank you.
What's your favorite sound in New York City?
Sound?
Yeah.
I feel it might be like, see one of my friends, they're just like, you're. That's a good sound.
Yeah. How do you feel about pigeons?
You know, I don't really believe the whole, if they shit on you, it's good luck.
It just
It
happens.
just happens, though.
It's neither here nor
I
there.
feel like you're just telling
Has
yourself.
it happened to you?
Oh, yes. And you're just telling yourself that to come to terms with what just happened to you.
Yeah. How do you reflect on the past year where you started this campaign with barely any name ID to right now?
The team that I have had the privilege to be a part of has been an incredible one that has built the apparatus, built the infrastructure, come up with the ideas to take a message of affordability to the forefront of this race and show New Yorkers once again that politics can be more than what they're being told right now.
You and Muslims in New York have faced a lot of dark attacks, especially lately, especially the past few weeks. How have New Yorkers themselves responded to these attacks?
You know, I've been so heartened by New Yorkers and the messages that they've shared with me of solidarity, of hope for a future where we don't just say goodbye to Eric Adams and Andrew Cuomo, but also the bigotry that they have chosen to spout over these past few days. And in a time when cruelty is so endemic in our politics, you will find New Yorkers show kindness on a day-to-day basis. In the same subway stations where the MTA is violating the ADA, you will find a New Yorker who is offering a young mother some help in actually picking up the stroller or helping an elderly person who's trying to get up the stairs. This is also what it means to be a New Yorker.
I used to live in Uganda, in Kampala.
Oh my goodness!
It's so
Where
great
did you
to see
live?
you. In Muyanga area.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I grew up in Bazinga.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's so amazing. When I saw you, I was gonna say Oliocha Silva.
What makes his academically worded answers so much less insufferable than Buttigieg's? Trust, confidence, and a well-defined message around affordability. You also have to remember, like, if he wasn't this fucking buttoned up, once again, if he wasn't this buttoned up, he would be attacked on that too. Okay? I think a lot of you guys still don't get it. Okay? You can get away, if you're a white dude, you can get away with a lot more. You can get away with slang. You can get away with saying whatever the fuck you want. It's OP. It's pretty OP. This doesn't mean that, like, if you're a brown boy or you're black, that you're not going to be able to win elections. But it's just much harder. It's a hurdle. People understand it. Okay? Can you imagine if he rolled around like fucking John Fetterman? Are you kidding me? If he rolled around looking like John Fetterman, talking like John Fetterman, he wouldn't win shit. People, you have to do that.
Great to meet you, man.
Oh my goodness.
Good luck.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Do you have any regrets?
I think I'm looking at the next few days to ensure that I won't ask myself that dreaded question of what if. Trying to make sure I have no regrets about how hard I worked.
Dude, his security team is so funny. Like, he found the biggest, like, mena goons you possibly could get. I've never seen a dude look like this, bro. This is like, I've seen this dude in the background of all of his videos nowadays, and it's like, That right there is like an Egyptian body. I don't know where the fuck he found this guy, but he is a thick dude. All right.
How many New Yorkers I tried to speak to.
Yeah.
That's how I deal with my anxiety.
Yeah.
Beast from the Middle East looking guys. Yeah. All right. There's this Mr. Banani. That's what the caption said. Zohran did an Arabic ad too, which again made people mad. Wait, why Egyptian? I just made it up. I don't know if he's like Egyptian or not. That pissed off a lot of people as well because everything he does is frustrating, I guess. But
مرحبا أنا اسمي زهران ممداني وعم رشح حالي ليكون العمدة الجديد في مدينة نيويورك. بعرف شو عم تفكروا، شكلي كأني صهركم من الشام، بس العربي تبعي بده شوية شغل. مع هيك أنا حابب اليوم أطلب دعمكم يوم 4 نوفمبر. العيشة بنيويورك صارت غالية للكل. ازيك يا باشا؟
this is a banger. I'm gonna be honest. This is the best part of the ad where he pets the fucking bodega cat in
العيشة
Arabic.
بنيويورك صارت غالية للكل. ازيك يا باشا؟ كل شيء تمام؟ وصار صعب نعيش فيها ونربي أولاد. أنا كعمدة رح جمد الإيجارات لأكثر من 2,000,000 شخص وخلي الباصات سريعة ومجانا وأضمن رعاية الأطفال شاملة لكل العائلات. ويمكن ما فيني أقنع عمك إنه الكنافة النابلسية
This is you tried tier Arabic speaking. Bitch, what fucking mayoral candidate or what local politician has done this? He's not Arab. He doesn't speak Arabic. It's not like he's, you know.
أطيب من نيوجيرسي. بس بوعدكم إني رح أشتغل بكل جهدي.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you. Her şey tamam diye kediye amına koyayım. Evet. I'm gonna be honest. I think this probably played real well with the Arab voters.
لأسهل عليكم
Can you try speaking Arabic? No, I only know قهبة كس أمك شرموطة كس سوختك. That's all I know. خلاص.
الصغيرة وتدفعوا إيجاركم وتبنوا مستقبلكم في مدينة نيويورك. التصويت المبكر مفتوح الآن حتى 2 نوفمبر ويوم الانتخابات يوم 4 نوفمبر. أنا منكم وإليكم سنراكم.
That was a good one, yes.
سنراكم.
Yallah. I mean, we say yallah in Turkish too. Anyway, Zohran Mamdani's Brooklyn club tour exposed the man of the people myth. What the fuck? 1, 2, 3. So why were people upset? Just racism? Yes, everything is. Like everything at this point is like, always imagine what it would look like if a white person was doing it. Okay, if you substitute Zohran for like a white Christian guy, a straight white Christian guy, would it reach the same level of animosity? If the answer is no, then yes, the secret sauce is going to be racism. That's it. I cannot believe it because like Michelle Obama was speaking on this a little bit the other day, and I saw I think it was like freak ass Mike Lee, who was like, what first family has ever gotten as much grace as the Obamas? Like, I could not believe the audacity of a Republican saying such a fucking insane thing like that. Hold on. Adam, you are live right now on stream.
Oh, hey.
What's up? I'm live.
How's it going over there?
Wait, you wanna pull up?
You asked me to.
Yeah. Pull through.
The answer is no, I don't want to pull up at all.
Oh, shit, dude. Damn.
Awesome. Okay, where are you? Don Squares.
Wait, I'll text you. I'll text you don't say where I'm at, brother. You're
in the epicenter of fascism. You're the comedy mothership right now.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Okay, well, Noah's gonna pull up at 6 if you want to pull up at 6.
What do can we have to do like smart stuff or dumb stuff?
We can do both. We can do some smart stuff and some dumb stuff.
All right, bro. Okay, text me where you are.
Okay, I will.
I have to ask my girlfriend if I'm allowed, but then afterwards, like.
Okay, let me know.
Seriously, I'm in hell. Okay, bye. See you.
Bye. Dude, I told you guys, this is fucking guest heavy today. Okay? I'll give 50 if you get all of Cumtown on stream. Okay, well, that's not going to happen. This is like the season finale of HasanAbi broadcast. We running back all the greats. Yeah. Where was I? Oh, here. How is this exposed? The man of the myth. What did this expose? I don't understand. Anyway, I'm dropping 10 if gifted if Zohran wins more than 52%. I think he will. Please just live in New York City at this point. At this point, we love you here. I think New York City loves me more than Los Angeles does. Okay, I will say that I am surrounded by more like-minded people here than I do in Los Angeles. But my whole life is in LA, so I will most likely stay in LA. He's calling us LA normies dumb chat? No, not at all. No, the regular folk in LA are awesome. Regular people everywhere are awesome. That's not the argument here. It's just like, it's not a secret at this point that the industry that I'm a part of has culturally shifted to the right. Sometimes, dare I say, the far right. And it is partially because the only voices that you hear, the only prominent voices that you hear that are willing to speak on politics are right-wing figures. Okay? That has had a downstream impact that a lot of people fail to consider, where if the most outspoken voices and some of the largest content creators, whether they be on Kick or even whether they be here on Twitch, are right-wing voices, and liberal leftist voices are too fearful to ever say anything, and the centrist voices are always attacking me, it creates this environment where, the onlookers and the people that are watching from afar assume that like this right-wing shit is actually a lot more popular than it is. That's it. That's the unfortunate reality that we're in currently. This isn't to say that there aren't a fuck ton. This isn't to say that there aren't a fuck ton of liberal or even, dare I say, leftist voices, right? There are. It's just that they're quiet because nobody wants the ire of a shit ton of extremely online Nazis that will dox them, that will harass them, that will go after them, and even for their like modest associations with someone like myself. There was a thing I was going to talk about. What the fuck was it? Fordham Road, then, and Mamdani now. Yeah, we'll do that. CNN trying to rap fuck Zohran in his new interview. What is this?
And
I mean, not surprising. Let's see.
if Mamdani is elected and he doesn't perform the job the way that Andrew Cuomo, the way that President Trump, the way that others are warning, if he does run the city as a communist, are you going to have any regrets?
That's crazy. That's not even, you're not doing journalism at that point. Like, what are you getting a fucking, fuck you, dog abusing idiot, just be nicer. Okay. Thanks, Chatter.
Why should I have regrets? I trust people. People are going to make the choice. I'll live with the choice. I'd like them to choose me, but if, perchance, I lose on November 4th, I will improve, not move. I will lead the opposition. I will organize against any of the initiatives that are not in the best interests of people. I will not flee like Andrew Cuomo told his billionaire friends in the Hamptons. Oh, if Zohran wins, I flee. No, I stay, I fight, not in a physical sense, but in what politics is all about, an organizational sense. I'm a community organizer. I've organized guardian angels all over the world. I understand that you don't surrender, you don't retreat. This is democracy in action. This is people power. Why are we so afraid of letting people make the decisions? Why do we want to leave it in the hands of billionaires, influencers, and insiders? I trust people. I don't trust politicians, billionaires, insiders, or influencers. If they should choose someone else, I will reorganize. I will be prepared to stay and fight. I was born in this city. I was almost killed in this city. I'll die in this city. I'll be buried in this city. I'm a true New Yorker in this race.
All right.
I believe him. Oh, this was Ebro. He went on... He went on the radio show, and in the radio interview, he apparently hung up in the middle of a radio interview after the host pressed him on Donald Trump expressing support for him. This is Andrew Cuomo.
Just on 60 Minutes, Cuomo, saying that you're his guy.
No. First of
Trump said you're his candidate. If he had to pick a bad Democrat or what did he say? Or a communist. or a communist, he's picking you.
Hello?
I think that they cut him off. I think he had to rap.
You just get, oh. I really wanted to hear that answer. That's what I was going to ask you.
Ebro just got spicy.
Oh.
I heard a click before the boop.
Wow. Okay.
This is of course after Donald Trump went on 60 Minutes and basically Donald Trump went on 60 Minutes and basically endorsed Andrew Cuomo, which I assume is here somewhere. I don't know where it is.